Right, hello and welcome back to a brand new video now. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite films ever. It's my favourite science fiction film ever, and it is the most perfect film I'd say ever. It's also my most watched film. It's my favourite hero in the film. It's my favourite villain in the film, and it's The Matrix. The Matrix is just so amazing in every single way. If someone was to ask me, I've never seen a film in my life, what should I watch first, it'd be The Matrix, because I feel like everybody loves The Matrix. I've never met someone who didn't like The Matrix, or at least hasn't seen it. People, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It is so amazing in every single way, and I feel like if I was to talk about a film that I'm most passionate about, it would be The Matrix, because The Matrix I've always loved, like, since I was like a kid, and it's just always stuck with me. I've seen it at least 100 times. I've watched certain scenes on YouTube over and over again because of how cool they are. I know pretty much all the words in this film. It's got my favourite hero, as I said, and my favourite villain. And yeah, so let's talk about The Matrix. So, first of all, my favourite hero of all time is Neo. Neo is just so cool in every single way possible. He's got the shades, he's got the cool, like, black overcoat thing. He dodges bullets in certain scenes, he stops bullets, he runs up walls, he does a cartwheel with a machine gun at one point. Neo has got the best scenes ever. He's played by an awesome actor, Keanu Reeves. I know people are like, he can't really act. In this film, he didn't have to, because his character was so cool, and he was the perfect choice, I think, to play him. I can't see anybody else playing Neo, because Neo just was this cool guy, and Keanu Reeves is the coolest guy on the planet. Also, they say, Carrie-Anne Moss is amazing as Trinity, and so is Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. They both work so well together as like this trio, all helping together. I know there are other characters, but those are the three main protagonists, and they help each other and they save each other in certain parts. There's like the scene. There's so many scenes I need to talk about. I'll talk about them later on anyway. But so the memorable lines. There's the "There is no spoon." There's the "Dodge this." There's the "Only human." All these lines are just so memorable. If anyone says them, I just think to myself, it's The Matrix, because The Matrix is so cool. It changed so many people's opinions on everything, really. It even made some people kill themselves. And that sounds really morbid, but it did. It convinced people that this world isn't real. And although it is sad that these people did die, it did show that this film had such a massive cultural impact on everybody, that it did change certain people's lives, pretty much, or at least ended them anyway. That sounds really, really morbid. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. But anyway, so there's loads of famous lines. There's my two favourite film scenes. If someone was to say, right, you need to name 5 favourite film scenes, there'd be loads of there'd be 5 different ones, but from different films. This one has my 2 favourite ones. It's got the lobby shootout, which is my favourite scene ever. I've seen it at least 1,000 times, so just keep rewinding it. I used to, like, while I'm having dinner, I just watch that scene because of how awesome it is. Like, they walk in through the airport, and then you just like having this massive shootout with these guards, and they're running up walls, and they're doing backflips, and they're doing cartwheels with machine guns and stuff, and then like they stop and like they come to a halt, and they just kind of throw the guns on the floor. It's just so awesome, and the behind the scenes is so amazing. If you haven't seen the behind the scenes for that scene, you need to watch it, because it's not like CGI and stuff, it's actual practical effects. They ran up walls and they blew parts of this building to bits. It is really cool. If you haven't seen it, watch the lobby scene and watch the behind the scenes, because the behind the scenes is amazing as well. My second favourite scene of all time is the bullet dodge scene, and I feel like this is the more iconic scene of the film. It's probably one of the most iconic scenes of all time, where Neo bends backwards and he dodges the agent's bullets. That is such an iconic scene. It's just been mocked basically so many times by different films and stuff, but it is just so awesome, and the way that they span around Neo. The behind the scenes that is awesome as well. They kept on filming him like falling backwards, and then they managed to do it the entire scene in CGI actually, and I couldn't even tell. I thought like they did something with his legs, like where they basically stuck him to the floor. But no, that scene is just amazing. Honestly, I probably say that you will have seen that scene, no matter what. That is just an iconic scene. So if you don't want to watch the film, just watch those scenes, because the scenes are amazing. And then my favourite villain of all time is Mr. Smith. There's been loads of great villains. Darth Vader is another one of them. But my favourite villain of all time is Mr. Smith, because he is also so cool. And my favourite part of Mr. Smith is not only the train fight, but where he is interrogating Morpheus, and he looks up and the helicopter's coming down, and he just goes, "No," and then you just start shooting at him, and it shows this slow motion, like the bullets start hitting the water, and Mr. Smith like just starts shooting. It's just so awesome in every way. It's just the most easy way to describe this film is just awesome and cool, because this film has everything. It's got awesome, like, just the way everything is. It's just ridiculous how great every single part of this film is, and it will always be in my top 10 favourite films of all time, because it's just so great. It is the perfect film. So many iconic scenes. This is what I'm going to talk about now. So there's those two. There's the scene where Trinity shoots the agent in slow motion. That was awesome, and she says, "Dodge this." There's the spoons scene with that Avatar kid. There's just so many awesome scenes. There's a helicopter scene where Morpheus jumps for Neo and they both grab each other mid-air. It's just so amazing, every single scene. And then one of the best scenes is where Neo gets shot across against the wall. He slumps to the floor. And now I'm not going to spoil what happens in the conclusion, basically. But Neo stops the bullets. He starts shooting him, and he just stops the bullet. Just kind of watches him as they hit the floor. And then as Mr. Smith's hitting Neo, he's just like, literally, he's been trying all this stuff, trying to beat him in the tunnel, and then at the end he could just stop it with his hands. He's just got like that, dodging the punches. This film is amazing. I honestly, if you haven't seen any film ever, watch The Matrix. If you have seen loads of films and you want to watch a film, watch The Matrix. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch The Matrix. The Matrix is amazing. I don't know anybody who doesn't like it. If you haven't seen it, seriously go watch it. I couldn't recommend this film enough. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.